Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3.
This taken in at the goal line.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
You talk about the defense for these Chargers.
They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. If they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Ravens at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Jackson's throw is on target to Likely.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Now is a punter, Jordan Stout.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost him.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
And for Harris in last week's game. 15 carries, 72 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame, he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Look at this Baltimore defense. Right now, they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he should put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
That's caught again by Schultz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his bit.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback in attack. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he is out of bounds here. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's done. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the
shot here. And his kick here is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson about ready to take over once more. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams. They work now on 2nd and 9. Herbert now. Into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
On 3rd down, Jackson. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert on 1st down now. He'll find his man, LaVisca Chenault. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. On the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. 3-0 after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They go play action now. Jackson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson options out left. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better than running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flowers going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back. Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Man in motion is Agnew. Now it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Jackson going to keep it running right. He pitches it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter, and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Herbert's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they are.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap.
Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson. Complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. Mitchell. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. And things have changed since the last time they had it. The safety led to the touchdown. So now they find themselves behind as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's done. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in the first half of an 8-3 game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. That's caught. It's Flowers. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this from the parking lot, from an even 70 yards out. And why the field goal team is still out there is beyond me. Time to reconsider after the delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Final play of the half here is Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete. So we have reached halftime. No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. So here are the Chargers to take over. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to the Giants last week. And they do lead here right now, and they've got the football obviously as well. 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on third down now. And that is incomplete.
So many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On the return, here's Agnew. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And it's 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Jackson now off the bootleg. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch as they play good for 30 and a first. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward of him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff that we're looking for.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Mitchell. Trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he'll get in. He's overthrown a touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Herbert's throw taken in by Johnston. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's done. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Herbert.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's three for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. On second down, here's Herbert. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Herbert throwing again. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. On first down, it's Herbert. His throw incomplete.
Their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And they run with Harris off the option. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on.
Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to move back in front. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. That's caught. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Marbeke able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. The solid stiff arm. He'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Herbert. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they come to look up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Agnew now to return. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes not get away.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Here's Herbert now on second down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Critical play in this football game. As they bring up the fence there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has been a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Man in motion is Agnew. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Tui Pelotu got in and dropped him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That's taken on the 25. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in the stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Trying to stretch the field with Schultz. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot. That's good. And now the red flag on the field. A challenge forthcoming. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Pushing his way through. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They'll start the drive with Harris. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. That one into the hands of Flowers. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it as a power play up the middle coming at him, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here. They've still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from the inbound time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving right, keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Here now, third and a yard. Back to throw here, Herbert. And it is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 15. 2:16 to play. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa, his second sack of the night. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Here comes second down. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Throwing, Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Jackson to throw. For Kidder here, it's complete. Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. Now Jackson. This is caught. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field to despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Los Angeles, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.